Hi Twin Flames Highlight Workers, Lisha and I'm here with another video. How are you all doing? I am so happy to be on here again. So happy to be sharing more information with you guys about your celebrity twin flame journey. I am excited that you guys are opening up and sharing more with me. And I'm so thankful for all of you, each and every one of you that is here on the channel. I appreciate you all. I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate your emails. I appreciate all of the things that you suggest for me. I appreciate your donations. I appreciate just everything that's coming to me and here on the channel for you. I'm just so thankful for. I'm thankful for my angels guiding me as to what types of things that you guys are wanting to hear on this channel, and giving me more ideas as to what I can do to make this content, for you guys, because I know sometimes it's hard for me to remember some of the things that I might have experienced in my own journey that might be relevant to you guys right now, where you are at your stage on this journey, okay? So I want to just briefly overview and recap some of the videos that I've already put out there for you guys on this particular series. And this series is called Navigating Your Celebrity Twin Flame Connection, okay? And the first video I did, we spoke about you are worthy, okay? You are worthy of this connection. This connection was designed for you. You and your twin flame actually are co-creating this union, and you guys have already you guys decided to do this before you came here. So before you incarnated here on Earth, you decided to come here as this celebrity twin flame, non-celebrity twin flame dynamic. So when I say you are worthy as a non-celebrity twin flame, you should always know this, because your celebrity twin flame is going to see you as their equal, and you should also see yourself as their equal, because just because they're a celebrity does not mean that they are better than you in any way. You guys share some of the same gifts and talents, and you're cohesive, and that's why you're able to do the mission that you're called here to do together, all right? So always believe in yourself. Always believe that you are worthy. Always believe that whatever gifts that are coming to you are meant for you, that whatever blessings that you're receiving, they're meant for you to have, okay? And so you guys decided this is what you wanted to do when you came here. You even chose to be the non-celebrity in this situation. So, it doesn't mean that you're any less important. It just means that your role is going to be played out differently while you guys are both here, okay? And you still have such an important role to play. And this is what you're going to learn as you go throughout your journey. You have a very important role to play, and that's leading us into the second video, which is about how to attract them in. And the way you're going to do that is by raising your vibration and starting to work on your mission, okay? And I've talked many a time about the mission and how important it is for you before you come into union to know what your mission is. And that is why I've developed Mission Magic coaching sessions for you guys, to be able to have a session with me, a 1-hour session where you can learn more about what your mission is if you haven't quite figured it out yet, okay? Especially for those of you who are in the early stages of your journey, you don't quite know maybe what's a mission, or how to go about planning one or starting one. This is your time to be able to do that with me, and based on your donation, you can do that and get so much insight. Not only do I go into what is your mission, I talk about your twin flame journey a little bit, because I did feel that there was a need for me to relieve some of the doubts that you guys experience on this celebrity twin flame journey, because I know that a lot of you guys are going through those doubts in your mind. You might have questions that you just don't have anyone else that can answer for you, because nobody else that you know of is on this type of celebrity twin flame journey. So I opened myself up for a few minutes during this hour to explain and to talk to you about any questions you may have about your journey as well. That is another reason why this is an important thing for you to book, okay? And the other thing I do is I just kind of give you a different perspective other than what a tarot reader or someone else might give you on your journey, because it's so unique. Okay, this dynamic is very unique. And as you guys know, because you guys have been out there searching for the information on celebrity twin flames, and you have not found very many channels out there that have talked about this. So you know that this is something rare, and you do want to get information from a source who is going through something exactly what you're going through. So that is me, so that is I'm someone who you can rely on to help to kind of relieve any doubts you might have, to help explain anything that you might be going through that's just not, considered typical on this twin flame journey. And also just to understand yourself and who you are as this non-celebrity, but you are still important as a person, as a, the couple to your celebrity twin flame, okay? And your mission is just as important as theirs, okay? So starting your mission and raising your vibration is very important. We've been going through our Raise Your Vibration Oracle with by Kyle Gray, and that's helping us to do that. And I love pulling those cards in each video for you guys, because this is exactly what you guys need to be focusing on, how to raise your vibration. And that also helps you to attract in your twin flame. Not only that, it helps you to continue to incorporate your higher self. You need to incorporate your higher self on this journey as much as you can. That's helping you to ascend. That's helping you to raise and raise your own vibration, but also to ascend, so that you can attract in whatever it is that you're manifesting, that you want to manifest, okay? Then we talked about the third video. In the third video, we talked about trusting your intuition. And that was a really popular video. A lot of people were watching that. Trusting your intuition is very important on this journey, because a lot of people are going to tell you one thing. A lot of people are going to steer you wrong. A lot of people are going to say you should give up on this because it's too far out of reach. A lot of people are going to say so many things about this kind of journey and this type of connection, that you're going to need to hold stick to your guns, hold your ground, and be able to understand who you are based on your intuition, and who your twin flame is based on your intuition. Now, there have been a lot of people coming up lately on the channel, especially on the first video that I made about celebrity twin flames and what if my twin flame is famous. A lot of people are started to comment on that particular video and say, well, how do I know if this is my twin flame? What can I do if someone else is calling them their twin flame? And this is a very important reason why the video number 3 was important for you guys to look at, because trusting your intuition means that only you know who your true twin flame is, okay? No one can tell you that, not even me. I can't tell you who your true twin flame is. But if you trust your intuition, trust what spirit is telling you, trust the signs and synchronicities that you're receiving, trust that Father Mama loves you dearly, and that he would never put you in a position where you could not handle it or could not, understand what it is that you're going through. This journey is not meant for you to stay in the dark, okay? This journey is a journey of self-discovery. So as you start to do that self-discovery more and more each day, you're going to see the things that you're needing to have revealed to you. A lot of your questions are going to get answered. You're going to either stumble upon the correct answer through someone you run across, like this channel, like me, or you're going to, to get the answers directly from source, okay, or Father Mama. Okay, and then we also talked about trusting your intuition, because your intuition is your best friend. Again, nobody can tell you who is your twin flame. There are going to be people that come on the channel. Some of them, may believe that the celebrity is their twin flame. Some of them will know, and some of them will have doubt or confusion and questions. And it is going to be up to them individually to be able to trust their intuition enough to seek the right answers. And that is solely a spiritual based journey that you're taking when you're on this journey. And that's why it's very important for you to do the healing work, because as you heal more, your mind gets more clear as well, as your chakras aligned are aligning, you are going to have more clarity, okay? So yes, this journey, especially this type of journey, this type of connection, I should say, is very, very, full of ups and downs, full of doubts, full of, things that could be deceptive in certain areas. I went through a false twin flame experience because of the fact that someone was perpetrating as my twin flame, you know, and they were calling themselves my twin flame's name. And so, you're going to be hit with deception. You're going to be hit with things that are just very hard for you to understand until you start to heal. And that's what happened with me. I started doing more of the healing work, delving more into my mission, understanding who I am, and on the higher, on a higher level, I had to understand who I am in the 5D, because that is important for you to gain clarity and to have your third eye chakra opening more, is by knowing who you are on a higher level in the 5D, okay? And so that is how you're going to really help with having faith in and trusting your intuition, okay? So the other thing is to be at peace with your knowing and your not knowing. Okay, that was video number 4. We talked about being at peace with knowing certain things. That's because you're trusting your intuition, that you can be at peace with it. You started to accept what it is that you know, okay? And you started to hold your ground and start to understand that not everybody will understand this journey, but that you're going to know based on your own personal knowing and your relationship with Source, who your twin flame is and who you are, okay? And then you're going to also have to be at peace with not knowing. So we talked about both sides of it. You're going to know certain things, and then you're not going to know a lot of things. A lot of things meaning the things that are going to cause you and your twin flame to meet. You're not going to know how that's going to happen. No one knows how they're going to meet their twin flame. A lot of us didn't even know what a twin flame was before we got on this journey, okay? And so this is a spiritual awakening that you're going through. This is something that is helping you to become the best version of yourself. That's why we call it ascension, because we're raising up to a higher self, and that means that we are clearing out all of the old programming that has been done on us since we were children to help make room for the new, okay? For the new person that we are becoming, all right? This is why you transform from the caterpillar into the butterfly, because you've been, working on this earth, going on this earth as somewhat like a caterpillar, and you're developing into the cocoon. When you're in your spiritual awakening, when you're going through your dark night of the soul, that's symbolic of being in the cocoon, okay? The caterpillar starts to realize that there's a bigger purpose for this, for their lives. And so they start to understand what it is innately that they need to do based on, what naturally comes to them, which is building this cocoon so that they can transform into the butterfly. And it takes a lot of strength, a lot of energy, a lot of endurance for this tiny little caterpillar to do all of this and to have the energy and the the nutrients to make this cocoon, and that's why so many butterflies are threatened. Their existence is threatened right now because a lot of the caterpillars can't get the nutrients that it needs in order to make these cocoons, and so they end up dying, okay? And this is why a lot of people are planting this milkweed. I think it's what it is, a milkweed plant in their gardens, because that helps the butterflies to be able to have the nutrients it needs in order to make the cocoon so that it can transform into the butterfly, okay? So just think about it. If you didn't have all the nutrients and all of the energy and all of the healing work that you needed to have done in order for you to get into this cocoon, or at least in order for you to start working on, the cocoon part of your journey, which is the dark night of the soul, which is the awakening part of it, then you would be very, very lost. You'd be very stuck. You'd be still a caterpillar. You wouldn't be able to transform because you wouldn't have the tools necessary to do so, okay? The tools that you are developing or that you are finding on this journey are led to you through spirit, through Source, through your spirit guides and your angels. So this is why you've been drawn to this channel. This is why you've allowed yourself to do the research necessary to understand what this journey is all about. And it's something that you should really be proud of, because not too many people will carry on and go through this journey with that knowing. Okay, so you're going to have to find this information on your own, and your twin flame isn't going to be doing it the same way you are, because they're stuck in the 3D matrix. Okay, so the more you continue on this journey, as an independent, person who's looking for answers, you are the light, okay, for your twin flame. And that's what we're going to start talking about in the next video, which we talked about last Friday or last Thursday, that I posted, was that relationships are assignments. That was the 5th video. Relationships are assignments, and you are working on, your relationships, not only with your twin flame, but with your family, with people you interact with. You will be working on relationships with, business partners that you might go into business with. That could be your twin flame, or it could be someone else, like a sibling or someone, that you meet that has similar mind and similar interests as you, and you might want to start a business with them. That could be part of your mission. Well, you're going to have to start learning how to be in relationships with other people, and carry on the spiritual work as well. Okay, so the spiritual work doesn't stop just because you start learning how to be more productive and have more of a an income coming in through a spiritual practice. You still have to continue to work on yourself. You still have to continue to do the things that you need to do to keep your chakras aligned, to keep healthy, to keep physically healthy, so that you can do this work, because it's going to be tough on your body. Like, we know, we've been going through this. I've been going through some things. You're going to have to learn how to take care of yourself. When you get ill, when you fall ill because of some things that might have come up, you're going to have to learn how to take care of others that might be in your household, children, or you may be with a third party that you still are with. And so you're going to need to learn how to handle certain situations that come up that might require you to nurture or to nurse people back to health, and if they get sick. So all of these things are designed to help you strengthen your skills at service. Okay, whenever things happen, you should never think of it as something that is a burden for you to have to take care of someone, or for you to have to go through a process of going to help someone out with any type of thing. We talked about being of service as far as helping others. We talked about that in one of the videos too. You should never feel like that's a burden, because this is what we're called here to do as light workers. Okay, we're not only twin flames, we're light workers at the same time. So we need to be understanding that our light is going to help bring others to the light as well. Okay, the way we shine our light helps others to be attracted to the light, because they're going to be attracted to us since we are shining that light. Okay, and they're going to want to know what makes us shine, and they're going to want to ask us questions. And I just had, for example, today I just had 2 young girls come up to me while I was on my break outside my job, and asked me, if I had a faith, and they asked me if I had a faith and what was my background if I didn't, if I had a faith background. And I told them, yes, I was raised Christian. And then they wanted to know, oh, okay, so do you still practice Christianity? And I said, well, I believe in, they asked me, do I believe in Christianity still? And I said, well, I believe. I said, I have belief in Christianity. I don't necessarily practice it the same way that I did growing up. And then they wanted to know more questions. They wanted to know more. They wanted to know, well, how do you, practice now, or what is it that you do now? And I said, well, I do several different things, that, I didn't do growing up, that helps me to connect with, who I believe God is. And then they were so curious. They just kept asking several questions, and I was happy to explain to them, that I do meditation, that I believe in chakra cleansing. And they were just amazed, because, they were coming from a Christian background, and they were talking to me because they were trying to, recruit me to come to their meetings. But at the same time, I ended up teaching them something about spirituality that they probably, have only touched on. And so, and it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with engaging in people who are still, in the 3D matrix world, as far as their belief in religion is concerned, there's nothing wrong with being able to witness to them as in your own way, as far as what spirituality means to you. You can do it in a nice way. You don't have to turn people off. You can actually open them up and open their eyes up to more of an a broader spectrum as far as what it is that spirituality actually means. And that's exactly what I feel happened today. And it didn't take long. It was less than 5 minute conversation that I was able to say all of this, and they walked away just thanking me for my perspective. And they said, one of the girls was saying that, oh yeah, a lot of people are starting to believe in this sense of spirituality, this idea that they're incorporating other new age types of things in their spiritual practices. And I said, yes, that's true. They don't necessarily have to say that it is a certain type of belief in order for them to actually have a belief. So in order for you to have faith, it doesn't require you to own any religion. It doesn't require you to own any type of system, okay? You just have to have faith and believe in what it is that is causing you to have more love in your heart, more peace, more joy. What is helping you to become the best version of yourself? Do more of that. You don't have to call it anything. You don't have to label it. You don't even have to, practice certain things. I'm not really a believer in trying to tell people how to practice when it comes to spirituality. I believe we all innately have it within us to learn what it is that we need to be able to get from Source, in order for us to incorporate that as our own personal relationship with Source. And that was another thing, they were asking me, one of the questions was, well, what is it that you would ask God if you could ask him in a prayer? And I said, well, actually, I talk to God all the time, and they're like, really? Now, how do you do that? I'm like, I just have a deep way of meditating that allows me to communicate directly with, God. And I didn't call God Father Mama, because that's my term of endearment. But I said God, and for their purposes, but I call God Father Mama when I talk to him, her. And so it was so interesting to them. I think they just were really amazed at someone actually sharing with them that they could talk to God. You don't have to have someone go between you and God, because God is inside of all of us. And my angels just give me the biggest hug right now. They're saying that, you don't have to have, someone going between you and God in order for you to understand who God is. And that is such a beautiful revelation on this journey. When I found that out, I was so thankful, so blessed to know that this is something we have direct access to. Father, Mama, Source, our Creator, the universe. They all symbolic. They're all similar terms. Okay, you don't have to have a mediator or an adversary. What is it? I think it's an adversary or someone that goes between you and your Creator. You are directly connected, and Source is within you. Okay, and so this is what I feel like a lot of religions have gotten away from, and have started to mislead people into believing that they need someone to be between them and their Creator. Okay, so the more we can put this word out there, that people are able to go and go internally inside themselves, and to understand who God is based on their own connection, their own internal spiritual connection. This is the reason why you are on this journey, to come and help people to understand this about, Source or Creator or Father, Mama. They need to know that they can go directly to Source. They need to know that they have that ability as well once they are spiritually awakened, okay? And they can do that through the same way we have, by just becoming more aware of who they are, and helping themselves to raise their vibration. There's so many ways that we can help heal people. And that is why your mission is so important, because you are going to have a unique way of healing people that is specific to your own mission. And you and your twin flame are here to do that together. It's all about helping others awaken to this spirituality. It's all about helping them to understand what love is, unconditional love. It's all about you learning that you are unconditional love, okay? And the more you can connect with that, that means it's within you already. You don't have to go seeking it outside of yourself. You don't need it from your twin flame. You don't even need unconditional love from your twin flame. Do you guys realize that? You don't need that from your twin flame. You don't need them to do anything for you. You have it all within you. You have everything within you you need to start your mission, to start healing, to start helping others. And that is what this journey is all about, discovering that about yourself, okay? And once you can get to the point where you don't feel like you have to have your twin flame in your life in order to do all of these things, that's usually when they come back, okay? So this is what happens. This is what happened with me, okay? So that's why I can sit here talking to you guys from a standpoint of someone who's in communication with their twin flame, their celebrity twin flame at that, because I have, gone through this process. I've learned what it means to become totally independent and totally at one and at peace with who I am, and to learn how to raise my vibration up enough to be able to, incorporate my higher self into this 3D body so that I can understand, how I can best serve the planet, okay? So it's beautiful how this all works out, you guys. This is a beautiful journey. Don't ever get to the point where you're so discouraged that you quit on this journey, because it really is beautiful when you start to see these things manifesting within you. And that's why I have some more beautiful things that I want to talk to you guys about today. All right. I had a question that was raised by one of our soul sisters here on the channel, and that was a very good question that came to me, that she brought up for me to address in this video. So this is going to be number 6, and this video is going to be about how does the divine masculine know who I am? Okay, and so we're going to talk about that, and then I have a surprise for you guys a little later on, something that I've been working on. And we're going to pull another card, okay? So that's how we're going to do this last, whatever, 15 minutes or however long this goes, because you guys know that when I get to talking, my spirit guys and my spirit team are all coming in my ear telling me what to say, and so these videos start to get longer. But we're going to get through it. So how does the divine masculine know who I am? Okay, very good question, okay? And so going back over all of these other videos that I just briefed for you guys, this is learning who you are, okay? All of these things that you're doing is helping you to learn who you are. And so how does that affect your connection? Because in order for the divine masculine to know who you are, guess what? You have to know who you are. Okay, so know thyself is the first thing. You have to know who you are first, okay? And yes, the divine masculines are not going to be peeping you, okay, checking you out or knowing who you are if you don't know who you are, okay? So that's why a lot of us didn't know about twin flames, because we just didn't know who we were at first. We have been on this journey, we have been living this existence in the matrix. We have been going throughout our lives, since childhood, since we started to be programmed as to what it is and who we should be based on, our upbringing, based on the conditioning that we had to go through to learn about life and what it means. And then we got to a point where we just started to not be happy with whatever it is that we were experiencing, right? We got to a point in our adult life where we just weren't happy anymore with what it is that we were going through, okay? And we weren't satisfied. We were having questions. We were wondering, is there anything else? There has to be more to life than just this. I know I was asking that for myself, because I wasn't happy in my connection that I had with my karmic tie, so it was just, one of those things where, I was going through the motions. I got to a point where everything was just pretty much, comfortable, but not really exciting anymore. Nothing was, driving me to want to be better. Nothing. Okay. As a matter of fact, I was on a decline. I was on a serious decline because I was gaining a lot of weight. I was eating very unhealthy. I was not caring about exercising or, even spirituality, and it was just going downhill, downhill, downhill. I just felt like there was no end to it, and it was all because I was lacking motivation as far as what I could do to improve my life, And so that's when I had my major upset, right? We had our dark night of the soul. Okay, we had that major upset in our life that made us wake up to something new and say, hey, there is something else out here for you, but you're gonna have to start working harder to get to it. Okay, and that's what I learned, is that I'm gonna have to work harder on myself in order to be able to embrace what it is that the universe had waiting for me. There was something beautiful in store for me, but I had to work hard to get it. Okay, and so I had to know myself. I had to find out who I am. And in order for me to do that, I had to erase all of what I have learned up to this point, up to that point, whereas I had my dark night of the soul. I had to erase everything and start all over and understand that I am not, who I was raised by. I am not, this existence that I've been taught. I am not this person that I started to develop into, and program myself to become. I am not this career. I am not this job. I am not any of these things. I'm a spiritual being, a multi-dimensional being at that, who is, able to do so many great things based on her connection with Source. Okay, that is who I am. Okay, and that is who I had to learn that I am. And in order for me to do that, I had to, first of all, start to uncover more of the things that made me happy. Okay, I had to figure that out first. Okay, I started to do music, which is what makes me the most happy. And every time I do music, it makes me happy. And I still have a song that I want to share with you guys as soon as I do a better recording of it. I just had a rough draft recording that I did, and I let my brother listen to it. I was actually in San Francisco this past weekend, and I let my brother listen to it, and I've also let my twin flame listen to it, and they both love it, so I can't wait to share it with you guys. But I need to just brush it up some and make it a little bit more easier to listen to before I put it on my put it on the channel. But yeah, I had to learn what it is that made me the most happy, and I had to start pursuing that. And as soon as I did that, I started to feel my vibration raising, and I started to understand that there were other things that I had to offer this world. Okay, and that is exactly when I met my twin flame. Okay, so it wasn't after doing all of this other stuff that people might say, oh, you need to go through all this kind of, sometimes people tell you what you have to do. You have to go to counseling, you have to do this, you have to do that, no, I didn't have to do any of that. I just went through my major upset. I got through the dark night of the soul. I was crushed, with that upset, and into like the phoenix that was, the phoenix that was burned and then rose from the ashes. Okay, so you do go through that. Okay, and that is probably the hardest lesson, but it also is the groundbreaking lesson that helps to lift you up into something better, that helps you to go into the spiritual world and allows you to see more of what we are here to do, more of what is out there for you. Okay, and this is how I discovered that I was a twin flame, because after I realized that I had to let go of all of this other stuff, I was able to see that there was more to life than what I was going through and experiencing at that moment. And then I was able to start, like I said, developing who I am as a person, raising my vibration, doing the things that I love to do, learning that I had a bigger purpose here. And then boom, I met my twin flame online. Okay, so and I discovered that I was a twin flame because I didn't know the term twin flame when I met him. Okay, so this is how you start. This is how we begin this journey. We start to uncover so many things about ourselves. Okay, so know thyself. That's how your divine masculine is going to know who you are, because you have to know yourself first. I have 4 things that I'm going to tell you. How does the divine masculine know who I am? A, you're going to know yourself first. B, he can feel you inside of himself. Okay, and remember these terms, these Pronouns are interchangeable if you are in a same-sex connection, or if you are, you know, in, you know, you can always change the pronouns to fit what you are as the divine masculine and divine feminine. Okay, know that, please. I don't always say it, but I want you guys to have that in the back of your minds when you're watching these videos. Okay, so he can feel you on the inside of him. He feels you and knows you. Okay, and he can feel when you are sending him love. That's why it's so important for you as the divine feminine to send your divine masculine love every single day. Okay, no matter how much you're getting frustrated about this connection, because you will, and the time that it's taking, no matter how long you feel like it's taking, no matter what you see in the 3D world when it comes to your twin flame, you need to send them love. Okay, not only will you be sending them love, but you need to be sending yourself love as well. Okay, you need to be doing that first, because that's going to allow you to send love to your twin flame. When you love yourself, you're going to feel more higher vibrational, and that will allow you to be able to send more love to your twin flame, because it is really hard to send love to someone when you're not loving yourself. I've been there too, been there, done that. It don't even work. Okay, so when you are not loving yourself, when you're not taking care of yourself and doing everything you need to do in order to be that best version of yourself, you can't really do that. You can't really send love to your twin flame. So that's why they're going to be in their 3D matrix, still doing what they're doing. Okay, that's why you're not going to see a lot of the positive changes happening in their lives, because you're not doing what you need to do to love yourself and to know yourself. Okay, so do those things, and you're automatically going to sense a shift in the dynamic of your connection. Okay, and I watched a really good video, you guys, that was by someone on the channel I found on YouTube just earlier today. And I cannot think of her handle right now, but I have it in the playlist. Excuse me. I have her in the playlist. I just added this to the helpful videos playlist from our soul family. So go to the helpful videos playlist and look on the last video that I added, and that is the video. It was so good. It's about how do you know the divine masculines are awakening? How do you know when they're awakening? This is kind of the same thing that we're talking about. Now she gives different bullet points than me, because hers are a little bit different structure based on the fact that she's talking about the divine masculine's awakening. But you guys are hearing about how does the divine masculine know who I am, which is kind of the same thing, but my points are different. Okay, so but what I'm saying is to go watch that video, because that also will help you understand what the divine masculines go through when they're awakening. Okay, so he can feel you inside of him. He feels you and he knows you. Okay, your divine masculine is equipped to know who you are inside and out. Okay, just like you are equipped to know who they are, and you will know their thoughts, their desires. You will know how best to please them. You will know all of the things that make you guys connected and compatible naturally. Okay, that's why you need to trust your intuition and your inner knowing, because these things are going to come to you on the 5D. Okay, so you're learning all of this about your twin flame on the 5D. Yes, you're also researching things in the physical by going and watching their videos or their interviews or whatever you can find on them. You're looking for any information on them in the physical, yes, and you're finding out what you need to know in that sense. But really, Spirit is guiding you by telling you things in the 5D that you need to know also. Okay, this is where you guys connect on the 5D. Okay, and so this is why it's important for you to spend time with them on the 5D. You don't really need to focus so much on what they're doing in the physical 3D world, because as your energy shifts and as your dynamic shifts in the 5D, you're going to bring that to the 3D world. Okay, and then that's when you're going to see the changes in them. but you have to get there first in the 5D, all right? He can feel when you are sending him love, so that's what you need to continue to do, as well as love yourself, okay? And the next topic is number C, or letter C, that he dreams about you and knows you in the 5D. Okay, I just mentioned that. So, yes, he's dreaming about you and he knows about who you are in the 5D because he has dreams about someone who truly loves him. Okay? And he has visions about it. He hopes for it. He knows innately, deep down inside, that there is someone for him. Okay? The divine masculines know that there is someone out there for them. They may not know who you are physically because, they haven't gotten there yet. But how are we going to get there? I talked about that in the first video. How are you going to get there? You're going to get there by accepting that you are worthy, attracting them in by raising your vibration, starting your mission, trusting your intuition, being at peace with knowing and not knowing. Do you guys see where I'm going with this? So all of these videos that I've made for you so far is how your divine masculine is going to know who you are, because you're going to be shining your light so brightly that they can't help but see it, okay? They can't help but see you at your best. At your best. Who are you? You are love. Yes, y'all know that song? Okay, that's the Isley Brothers. That's Aaliyah. Both of them, okay, I love the way they both sing that song. But Isley Brothers wrote it, and Aaliyah, she did it justice too. But that is a beautiful song, and is exactly what you need to believe about yourself so that you can attract in your twin flame and that they will know who you are, because you are love. Once you are, accepting of that, once you have this, ascended to your highest self, they will know. They will know, okay? Because your energy is going to match. Your physical energy is going to match the 5D energy, and they will be able to see you in your glory, in your highest splendor, okay? All right? So, yes, they're dreaming about you. They know that you exist, okay? There's never a question in their mind about someone being out there for them. But how are they going to find you? You're going to have to raise your vibration and do all those things, okay? You're going to do, that's the inner work that you're doing to get you to a point where you're shining your light so brightly that they have no choice but to see you from a distance, okay? And then what the last thing is, point D, is that spirit guides him to you in the 3D physical once you are both ready to meet. How will you know you're ready to meet? Once your vibration is so high that you're able to maintain this relationship, this connection, and able to attract it in. Okay, you have to raise your vibration high enough to attract in your twin flame. And that means that you're going to need to have that social media presence. You're going to have to do the things that you haven't done before, which is go and meet them at some kind of meet and greet, or do something that will make you interact with them. You're going to have to put yourself out there and do these things, okay? This is why it's important for you to understand what it is that you need to do to attract your twin flame to you, because it's going to be specific to your connection, okay? You're going to have to figure that out based on your intuition, based on your knowing, based on your spirit guides helping you, your angels leading you to what it is that you need to do to set up whatever it is that you need to set up in order for this meeting to take place. But the way this is going to happen is divinely orchestrated, and it's going to happen in divine timing. You can't rush it. You can't assume that just because you do step A, B, C, and D, it's going to happen tomorrow, okay? You got to let it happen when it's supposed to happen. And divine timing is a big, important factor in this connection, okay? Because they are going to see you right when it's meant for them to see you, okay? I ended up following my twin flame on Instagram, and he saw it, okay? He saw it when I did it. He saw it, and the very next day I got a DM from him, okay? So he was attracted to the profile picture that I had, and he told me that once he saw my picture, it was like a bright light shined down on him, because he was searching. He was searching for someone. He had been through connections that hadn't been fulfilling to him in the past. He had, been heartbroken. He had gone through some different, traumas in his life, the things that were very hard for him to deal with. And so he was looking for someone to be with. He was looking for that person in his dreams, because he has dreamed about me as well. And he talks about it in a lot of his, interviews and things like that. The divine masculines have basically, if they don't talk about it, if they're not, at a point where they can talk about it freely in public, they definitely are thinking about it, and they definitely have it in, their mind all the time, that they want to find their person, especially because they're spiritual deep down inside, like you are, but they just have to get comfortable enough to be able to share that with the world. And because of the nature of the the job that they're in, they can't really do that just yet. But once they come into connection with you and start to learn who they are as a spiritual being, they will be coming more and more into that, okay, and being able to incorporate that in whatever career that they have, okay. So whatever career that they have as a celebrity, their spirituality is going to come into play in their work, okay. And this is why they're going to be so important for you guys to be strong in your faith and your spirituality and your belief and your intuition, because you're going to work together to make a lot of things happen, make a lot of improvements happen in this world, okay, that are very necessary. You guys both have a very necessary mission, okay. And this is why they've been chosen as celebrities, to be this person and to be this spokesperson for spirit, okay. And they're not going to understand that all the way at first, so you can't always expect them to know that at the beginning either, once you first meet them. But when you do end up meeting them, they will have an inkling, they will have some kind of idea that this is a spiritual connection, that this is something bigger than a regular romantic relationship. And so this is why you're going to need to have patience with them. You're going to need to hold the space for them, because they're not going to be fully ready to tackle this whole journey at the beginning when you first meet, okay. They're going to have probably not been through their dark night of the soul. And that's why I told you guys, the females, or excuse me, the divine feminines go through their dark night of the soul before meeting their divine masculines, just before meeting them, okay. And then the divine masculines go through their dark night of the soul a lot of times right after meeting the divine feminine. So that's why you're going to need to be able to have patience with them, because when you're in communication with them, it's not going to be smooth sailing, because they're not awakened yet. And if they are somewhat awakened, they're not really too keen on what this journey is all about yet, okay? They haven't really been doing the research. They're more stuck in the in the 3D matrix world, and so they haven't been able to learn what this journey is all about. And more than likely, a lot of that knowing is going to have to come from you when they do eventually ask you questions about it and start to want to know. But you can't force that on them either. So you can't just say, hey, you need to watch this video, or hey, you need to start thinking about how you're going to work on your mission with me. You can't do that, because they are going to get freaked out, for one, and they're probably going to run again, and then you'll go into separation again, because you're not allowing them to uncover these truths for themselves. And I am guilty, because I have tried to rush my twin flame at times into knowing what this journey is all about, and you can't do that, okay? I highly don't think right now that my twin flame watches all of these videos, even though I would have loved to believe that. It's not likely, because, first of all, there's lots of videos on here, and second of all, he just doesn't have the time to do it with his career right now. And he's got a lot of things going on. He's got a lot of things going on in his personal life and in his career life as well, that will not allow him to have the free time to study these things just yet. But I'm being the light for him by continuing to do this work until we're able to do it together, okay? So I'm pulling a card for you guys now. I hope this helped you as far as understanding, how will the divine masculine know who you are. I hope this video helped, because this is exactly, I had been through this situation, whereas I didn't know how was my divine masculine going to know me either. But at the same time, when we met, I didn't know what a twin flame was. So, You know, for those of you that are out there that know you're a twin flame, that know you have a twin flame, and know who your twin flame is, but you're not really connected with them on the 3D yet, just know that it will happen, okay? It will happen in divine timing. And your journey is just set up a little bit different because of the fact that you're starting out knowing that you're a twin flame before meeting your twin flame. But that doesn't mean that it won't happen as far as you being in union. You're still going to come into union in divine timing. Continue to know yourself. Continue to send your twin flame love. Continue to do the things you need to do. Okay, because here's the other thing. When you're in a third party connection, excuse me, when you're in a third party situation, your twin flame is probably in a third party situation as well, okay? And that means that you guys both have things you need to work out before you can even come together in the first place. So don't try to rush into, coming out of something just because you know who your twin flame is, okay? You still have karmic lessons to learn. You still have contracts to fulfill, and so does your twin flame. So that's why I say you can't rush into trying to make something happen. You have to allow it to unfold naturally the way it's supposed to, through divine timing, as well as through the completion of your cycles, the contracts and the cycles that you're already in, okay? And only you will know how that will happen and when that will happen, okay? You and your spirit guides and your angels are going to work together to close out these contracts, okay? So nobody can tell you when that will be, except your spirit team, okay? And that's why I think a lot of people, when they are going to, tarot readers or people who are spiritual counselors or guides, they try to ask them, well, when is this going to happen for me? When, but you really can't ask them that, because you have things that you have to do in order for this union to take place. And it was all designed before you got here, okay, by you and your twin flame. So you guys have both agreed that you're going to work it out some kind of way when you're down here, and it's up to both of you guys to figure that out, okay? Once you decide to leave your third party connection, your twin flame will also, because I've had that happen myself with my twin flame, and so you guys are mirroring each other, and that's why it's important for you to understand how it is, how you have to come out of these situations, okay? By every shift that you make in your life, they make the same shift, okay? Because you're mirroring one another. So every shift in energy that you experience, they will also, okay? When you decide that it's time for you to close out a contract, there's going to be a contract closing out for them as well, okay? And then that will make room for you guys to be able to meet. But you can't force it. Like I said, you can't force it. You can't leave a contract before you've learned the lesson, because if you try to do that, it's going to come right back at you, and someone that new is going to make you go through the same experience until you get it right, okay? You guys, I'm telling you, I've been through it. And that's why I want you guys to avoid having to make the same mistakes, because I'm showing you that it's better for you to go through your lessons, learn what you need to learn, and heal, and become your highest version of yourself, so that you and your twin flame can come together as healed beings, okay? And there will still be things that you need to learn together even too, that lessons that you will have to learn together as well. So I'm going to pull one of these cards. I hope this helped. Please give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already. If this helped you, you can even send a donation if you would like to send a donation, so that I can do more things for you guys here on the channel. I would love to be able to order some cards for you guys. These are the Raise Your Vibration cards, but I want to order more cards, and I have a surprise right after this card pull that we're going to do. I'm really excited about this surprise today, because everybody wins today. You guys are all going to get this surprise today. So yay, so let's celebrate. I got my cup that says celebrate, let's celebrate, celebrate. With my alkaline water, okay? And I've been calling juice, whenever I drink juice, I've been calling this nature's wine. So every time I drink my juice, I call it nature's wine. And then I have my alkaline water, which helps me a lot, you guys. If you guys don't drink alkaline water, I highly suggest it. It's going to help your body eliminate a lot of mucus. And also, if you have reflux, acid reflux, it'll help clear that up. Start drinking alkaline water every day, and no other kind of water, because I had really bad acid reflux for a long time, and the alkaline water has totally cleared that up, as well as helped my digestion, and also, helping improve my health. That is a big thing you can do, and it won't even, be that much that you have to change about your diet, but you should change your diet anyway. But alkaline water will make such a huge difference in the reflux, okay, but also the overall health of your body, because you're going to be eliminating toxins quicker than you do when you don't use the alkaline water. Okay, this is our card. Yay, I finally got one. Okay, angels are like, let's go. All right, so I love when one card pops out, because that's what I like to have for you guys. And I'm actually pulling these cards one by one and setting the ones aside that we've already done, so that we don't get the same card twice, okay? So this card is, ooh, a good one. I clear my energy field. All right. So some of us out here need to do that, right? We just went through the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. And I tell you what, I was so exhausted that day. I've had some things happening in my connection that have just caused me to be exhausted, super exhausted. And that day in particular was one that I was super tired. And I was just like, I needed to clear my energy field. I needed to get a lot of this heavy, dense energy out of my system. A lot of the ways you can do that is to take a salt bath, and you can do a salt scrub on your body as well. Even if you're just taking a shower, you can get a salt scrub. That'll help too. And you can actually feel a lot of this energy, like this density, just leaving you, okay? When you do this stuff, I'm telling you, it works. Excuse me. That's some negative energy coming out from the burp, okay? Okay, so also from, meditation, lighting a candle. I just did that for about an hour before I got on here. I've been at work all day, and I came home and not thinking that I was going to have the strength to do this video, but I'm on here and I'm feeling so fine right now, and full of energy right now, because I was able to clear my energy field just before I got on this video, okay? And I did an hour of meditation. I laid there and I listened to my meditation music, and I just allowed spirit to work and through me and move through me, and it really cleared up so much. And my angels are hugging me. They're like, yes, thank you for the shout out. They're like, yay. So you're calling on your angels when you do this, when you do your own unique way of clearing your energy field, whatever that might be for you. Okay, if it's going out in nature, if it's having the bath, or if it's, I use the candles that I use, drawing, coloring, doing things that raise your vibration, cleaning. Even when you want to clean, you can have music on. Clearing your energy field is clearing the clutter from your mind and your energy body, okay? It's allowing yourself to freely flow and allow things to come in. What do we want to come in the most? Unconditional love, okay? That unconditional love is there to help you love yourself, as well as to help with your sending it to your twin flame, okay? Let's see what the guidebook says for this card, okay? I get so excited when I talk to you guys, because I just love how my angels work through me to speak through my voice. I feel, I'm getting stronger with these videos as far as not having so many stuttering. But I do want to say that as you start to work more on your chakras, your throat chakra heals. You start to get more in tune with your spirit, and it allows you to speak clearly. It allows you to not have as many mistakes when you're talking to people, and you will be able to do the same kind of things I'm doing. All of you guys will at some point be able to do public speaking. If that's something you want to do, if that's what your mission is going to call you to do, which I'm going to have to do that eventually, you know, as an entertainer, as an artist, as someone who's in music, I'm going to have to give interviews myself eventually. And so this is helping to prepare me for all of that, you know. This is really helping me to understand how to do these things, and giving me practice and how I'm going to be able to do these things when I get into the, you know, mainstream. So I cleared my energy field. All right. The guidebook says, if you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself, defend what you feel is right, or retreat into hiding, know that this card is now coming to know that this is now coming to an end. Let me read that again. If you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself, defend what you feel is right, or retreat into hiding, know that this is now coming to an end. Okay, that's what happened with this Lionsgate portal. I felt a big, huge shift in my own connection. Okay, and some things really did happen for me this week that I feel were positive turnarounds. Okay, so they were really positive turnarounds, but I went through a lot of like crazy stuff before it happened, and it was just like really crazy. You know, I went out of town this weekend, but I had another flat tire. I think I told you guys in the last video I had a flat tire. I came home and I still did the video anyway for you guys. Before I left to go out of town, I had a red-eye flight the very next morning. I didn't sleep at all because I couldn't. And so I went out of town to go to San Francisco, but I ended up having a really nice time. But then there were other things that happened, you know, in my connection that upset me. So it was like I went through upset, but I had pleasure at the same time. And then I had, you know, came back here to LA and I was exhausted. I had to rest all day Sunday. And so it was just like one thing after another. And then, you know, the Lionsgate portal hit and I was just like super exhausted because I was feeling all of that energy. But then, you know, it started to lift as of yesterday. Okay. Things started to lift. The energy started to feel lighter and less dense. Okay. So it's coming to an end, and you guys should know that for yourself too, because this is what it's telling me. I feel that this is a personal message as well as a message for you guys. With the arrival of this card, you are being given the all clear from the universe to release from your energy field any low vibrations, dramas, people, or situations that you know are no longer serving you, themselves, or the highest good of the planet. Very powerful statement. Okay, and we just talked about that in the last video. Relationships are assignments, right? And we talked about how I am fulfilled by love. So, you know, when you're experiencing these upsets or these things, these tower moments with people or situations or people or places or things, you're going to have to learn how to clear your energy field so that they don't affect you, and then you can move forward. Okay, because you get stuck when your energy is blocked. When your energy field is blocked, you're going to get stuck in a rut. Okay, and you're going to need to learn how to move out of that. This is the perfect time to cut any connections that have been draining your energy, right? These can include resentments, concerns, or judgments that you have been holding about other people. This may mean you have to prepare yourself to talk things through and offer the hand of peace. Okay? Be at peace. You may be thinking that should be offered to you, and be wary of re-engaging with someone. But energy of resolution surrounds you at this time. So let go of the idea that you can be hurt any further, because this concern is dampening your vibration and stopping you from experiencing the resolution you deserve. Isn't that powerful? Wow. It says, but energy of resolution surrounds you at this time. This is a very powerful portal, you guys. So let go of the idea that you can be hurt any further, because this concern is dampening your vibration and stopping you from experiencing the resolution you deserve. Today, your energy field is being cleared by the light of the universe. I love that. Vibe of the day. I lovingly cut the cords to unnecessary situations, dramas, and people. Okay, this is a message we all needed to hear. Very powerful. I clear my energy field. You guys We got work to do this week. I want to hear about it. How have you cleared your energy field this week? What kind of things are you guys doing to do that? Put it in the comments below. Also, let me know what other topics you may want to hear covered in this series, okay? Because I'm about to close it out unless I get more questions about, what it is that you want to know about the series, about the Celebrity Twin Flame connection. Now, the surprise that we've all been waiting for. You guys are winners today. You guys are winning because I came home. Not only did I tell you guys I came home after all day working, but I had a revelation that, and I had had these cards for a while now, okay? But I had a revelation that I was going to make a deck of cards, okay? And so this was about a month ago, maybe a little more, that I was told that I was going to be making a deck of cards. And I was like, now, wait a minute. I'm not really a card person. I haven't had any set of cards myself. Like I said, this other card set of cards was gifted to me. And I haven't invested in any cards. Okay, so, but I may have another set of cards coming to me by way of a contest that I entered. Excuse me. So we're going to see, because this, I'm hoping, and I'm okay, I'm going to put it out there because I'm going to win this contest, because I would love to share these cards with you guys, because they're also a deck of cards from a channel, from a page on Instagram that I follow of another spiritual awakened person that created a deck of cards, and her deck of cards is about your soul's mission. And so I forgot the name of the deck, but if I win, when I win, we're going to put it out there on this channel. When I win, you guys are going to get a special reading, okay, from that deck of cards. And we're going to start a new series on that deck of cards. So it's going to be really nice to have that one as well, as incorporating that into our Raise Your Vibration. And then we're going to have a set of cards just designed for your mission. And the deck of cards that I created today when I got off work is called Celebrity Twin Flame Deck. Oh, okay, so Celebrity Twin Flame Deck. Y'all, this is going to be the bomb. All right, so everybody wins on this channel, because when you tune into this channel by watching my videos, and I'm going to start shuffling these because Source and Spirit and the angels gave me different cards, different messages for you guys from your own divine masculines, okay? Your own divine schmasculins, all right? So, I don't know where that came from. But anyway, I tend to be theatrical when I'm in a good mood, so that's why. So, we're going to shuffle these cards. These are messages from your divine masculines. And there's some in here, that are very serious, and then there are some that are lighthearted. But for the most part, it's going to be specific to someone on this channel. Okay, it could pertain to more than one of you guys, obviously, but that's the way cards work, But if they resonate, you're going to find out that some of these messages are going to be very specific to you, because your own divine masculine has told me that they want you to have this message, okay? Now, this is another thing that you guys should understand about when you start to learn who you are as a spiritual being, and you start to balance your own masculine and feminine energies within, okay? Which is exactly what happened to me before I came into into communication with my twin flame as of May, okay? We came back into communication because we had been in communication in 2019, and then that was only for a couple months. That's how I found out I was a twin flame. After, we had that brief couple months of communication, then I was ghosted for 3 years, okay? Yeah, actually 4. 4 years. Oh, wow. And so I've talked about this to my twin flame. I'm like, what happened, And a lot of times they won't know, really what happened, per se, because they're going through their own stuff. They've had contracts that they needed to fulfill, and lessons to learn as well. Like I said, I was still in a third party situation when I met my twin flame. So how was I going to be with him if I'm still hanging on to a third party? I had to. Okay, we're going to use that one. That's what Spirit said. I want you to pull that card. I don't know what it says yet. We're going to see in just a second. But yeah, I had to let go of that third party situation with that karmic partner in order for me to even be with my twin flame. So we weren't ready to be with each other yet. And so that's the other thing that you got to take into consideration. If you haven't met your twin flame, is that if there are things that you guys both need to do in order to be with each other, and that hasn't happened yet, you can't rush it, okay? You can't rush your healing. I love that song by Trevor Hall. It's a beautiful song. I'm going to put it in the description box, okay? You can't rush your healing. And it's a beautiful song. And every time I would get frustrated with Spirit and be like, when is my union going to happen? When is my twin flame going to come back around? That song would come on my Spotify, and I'd be just so upset because I'd be like, okay, I get it. You can't rush your healing. And you guys, that song is important for you to know and listen to, because it just tells you exactly what it means. You can't rush your healing. You guys are still going through healing, both of you, you and your twin flame. And the divine masculine will know who you are exactly when they're meant to know, okay? Exactly when you guys have healed enough, both of you, to be able to recognize, for him to recognize you, okay? Either through whatever social media that you put out there, or through your meeting in person, or through your, whatever, something you're going to do is going to attract them to you, okay? But it has to be done after you've healed somewhat, okay? So this deck of cards is amazing because it's blessed with your guys' divine masculine messages for you, okay? Everybody on this channel is going to have a message. I tell you what, you got to listen to the videos, watch the videos for your message. And if you want to do, a reading, if you want your own personal reading, I'm going to open it up for you guys to do a personal reading with these cards, because like I said, they're all messages that have been given to me. I've downloaded from the source, which is the Divine Masculine Collective, because I've been able to be in tune. That's what I was getting at earlier. I've been able to be in tune with my own inner divine masculine, divine feminine energies, and that's why my twin flame came back around, because I was starting to balance that out. I was starting to be okay with not having my twin flame in my life anymore, and that's when he came. That's when he came back. Okay, so and I did that divine masculine channel message reading on my channel as well, with the Seals Kiss from a Rose song. So that actually was done the day before he came back into my life, okay? So they know who you are. My divine masculine, even though he was gone for 4 years, kept his tabs on me. Kept his tabs on me, and still knew what I was up to, because he was paying attention to my social media. Now, let's just say that I shut down my social media. I just got tired and just said, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna delete my Instagram, delete my, I'm not gonna do this anymore. If I had done that, there would have been no way for him to contact me at all, because that is the only way for him to contact me. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. You guys gotta do what you know you should be doing to have your twin flame, be able to contact you, whatever that may be. Going to meet them somewhere, going to a private event, going to getting, if they have a service that you can go to, like as far as like some of them might be doing actual service to the community, and you might have ability to go and take part in that. Some of them are philanthropists. Some of them, have functions. You might want to be able, you might need to donate to one of their organizations, and then go to an event, a charity event that they are hosting, or that they are going to. You know, these are the kind of things you got to come up with in order for you to interact with your twin flame. And you're going to have to learn to listen to your spirit guides and your angels to know what they are. Okay, just specifically for your connection. All right. So let's see what the card is. Oh my God, how cute! This card says, "You are my sunshine." Okay, and okay, this is for all of y'all, for real, because I'm so glad that we started with this one. And angels are hugging me too, because they're like, we want y'all to know, all of your divine masculines see you as your sunshine. Okay, that is such a beautiful thing, you know. And they're gonna tell you this at some point. You're gonna hear this from someone this week. You are my sunshine. Whether it's a song, the song itself, or whether it's this is gonna be your synchronicity. Okay, you're gonna hear the song, or you're going to have someone tell you this, or you're going to see it on a sign. You're gonna have this message on another and somewhere else, okay, in your immediate environment, that you're going to be able to see that this is coming from your twin flame by the other synchronicities that they're going to send, that you are their sunshine. Okay, and my twin flame has said this to me too. So know this is your message for this week. This is the lighthearted message, because I told you there's some deep ones in there too that you guys are going to get. But this is your message, and this is pertains to everyone. So give yourselves a pat on the back, give yourselves a congratulations, because this is what your twin flame thinks about you. You are my sunshine. I love you guys so much. I'm so happy to be doing this for you guys. Once again, if you want to have a personal reading with this new deck of cards that I've created based on your divine masculine messages, email me or send me a DM on my Instagram. Everything is in the description box, and I will start to give you guys personal readings with these cards. And I will figure out how we're going to do that. But right now, just let me know if anybody wants to do that, and then I'll set it up so that we can arrange it. Okay? Thank you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being with me on the channel. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with others if they are in this situation, or if you know of anybody that might benefit from this kind of content. Let them know about it, please. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.